Okay, what's up, everybody? Rev Sauce 9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest that comes to my channel. If you're on my other video platforms and social media and you're watching this video, make sure to be liking, commenting, following, subscribing, and also sharing out the video. All my links will be updated in the description of all my video platforms and social media places. Guys, if you've been, and ladies, if you've been sticking around this long and dealing with my hiatus and everything and you've stuck around, I appreciate you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, before I post a Brock Lesnar opinion piece video, I want to talk about this real quick. Paul Heyman and his tone deaf, just out of touch. Like, just, I can't believe it. This guy that's a legend, a Hall of Famer, one of the GOATs of managers, taking bad takes and literally tone deaf and not getting what fans want. And basically saying Brock Lesnar deserves to be back and fans could deal with it. And basically saying, did you not see the pop at SummerSlam? And just a bunch of just, what are we doing? He was on the Iwani podcast, basically spitting on fans, basically acting like a corporate shill, obviously explaining that he's part of the creative team for WWE and does stuff for NXT and SmackDown and Raw, and basically kisses ass to Triple H, basically. And the comments that he used, it's just like, fuck the allegations that were against Brock Lesnar. Fuck anything to do with the fans. And I control the narrative. Michael Hayes, me, Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, we control the narrative. We tell you what you can watch. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. It was just like, what happened to you, Paul Heyman? You used to be about the fans. You used to be about good booking. You used to be about good creative. And now you're basically saying you just put out what you feel what the audience needs to be seeing. Not what we want, but what you want. And we're just going to deal with it. The comments on the show were very much a blunder and stupid. I didn't understand it. It's basically confirming that Triple H and all these other people that run creative are tone deaf. They're not listening. They do what they want to do, and we just stomach what they put out there. And to me, it's now starting to make sense why we're having bland content, why the R-Truth stuff is bland, why AJ Styles is not getting treated properly, why John Cena is not getting treated properly, why stars are not getting pushed. It makes a lot of sense now. And it just tells me that they don't care. If you dive deep, so I listened to it. I'll have a link down below if I can find it. And you can listen to Paul Heyman. You can listen to him clearly saying that they don't really take in fan feedback. They're not really listening. They're just doing corporate, whatever corporate wants, whatever a sponsor wants, whatever a board partner wants. They're not caring. And it's saddening to see. And this is why Triple H and Paul Heyman, a lot of them get the criticism they do, and it's justified. Paul Heyman basically said it on the show, like, they don't give a damn. They don't care. They're raking in the money. And then he said, basically, well, do you hear the crowd at SummerSlam? They love Brock Lesnar. Of course they're going to. Fans, give them anything, they'll cheer for it. And I turned around and I rolled my eyes because Brock Lesnar just doesn't fit. He doesn't fit the current WWE narrative. He just doesn't. I said that in my upcoming Brock Lesnar video. WWE's lost the plot, and they've lost the plot now. And I feel like WWE's making all this money, and they've lost sight of themselves. TKO only cares about what TKO wants. Triple H only cares what Triple H wants. And it goes down. It goes down. It trickles down. And I feel like WWE has lost the plot. Titles don't matter. You know, I'm not saying one company is better than the other, but I understand why people are fed up. And I understand why people are walking over to other products and they're watching their products. And it's happening with TNA right now, too. TNA is a shell of itself. I'm sorry, but TNA is not putting out good shit. They are copying WWE. They're just another WWE B brand vanilla bullshit. And, you know, Paul Heyman could church it up. Triple H could church it up. Michael P.S.S. Hayes could church this up. Bruce Pritchard could church this up. Michael Cole could church it up. Wade Barrett could church it up. It doesn't matter. This company, they don't care. They don't care about you as a fan. They don't care about their product. And on Untold, they're giving you a perspective of what Triple H wants you to see. It's pretty much, you're going to be a mindless drone. You're going to listen to what Triple H has to say, and Triple H is going to control the narrative. Who also did that? Vince McMahon did that. And just like Vince McMahon, Triple H learned from the learning tree. He's doing the exact same thing. Now you have Cody Rhodes coming out and regurgitating whatever. And that also makes me sad, because then it makes Cody Rhodes look stupid. You have The Rock. You have all these people sitting, and it's just sad. It's sad days in WWE. I never thought in my lifetime that I would see Triple H go the way of Vince McMahon and the way Vince McMahon acted. Not as sexual scandals and shit, but as like a business person. Like, you're going to listen to me, my narrative, and The Rock does this too. WWE is going to go through, I think in the next 5, some downtimes. I think we're about to see some bland shit and fans being tired. And fans are already tired of prices. You know, like Paul Heyman's like, oh, we're doing, yeah. People are stomaching for how long? Those $5,000 seats, $6,000, $7,000, $30,000. How long? And, you know, like the $30 ESPN thing, how much more are you going to be nickeling and diming the consumer before somebody goes, you know what? I'm done with you. Vince Russo's already saying it. I'm kind of saying it. I have people that have DM'd me and said the same thing. Like, they're getting tired of the greedy nickeling and diming every which way. What can I do to penny push somebody? What can I do? Like, back in the day, WWE, it was a fan service. You know, they were listening. During the Attitude Era, they were listening. They would do different things. They would make it fun. When you go to live events, you go to In My House tapings for their pay-per-views. I mean, it was just fun. And now it's like, what shows can we put on to make millions of dollars? What celebrity can we put in place? It's just like they care more about trends than they do care about their actual core audience. And that to me is depressing. That to me is where WWE's going. They're going more about trends, bringing in people like Jelly Roll, Travis Scott, MKMG. You know, eventually they're going to probably bring in Logan Paul's brother. He's going to be a wrestler. Excuse me, I just snorted. You know, and they're going to bring these people in, and it's like where they actually have talent that they should put stock in. Karrion Kross, they're putting no stock into. And then Paul Heyman taking this take about Karrion Kross that he's the next Stone Cold Steve Austin. Karrion Kross is on no level of Stone Cold Steve Austin. The way you have presented this guy, you have presented him as a shit character, as a mid-carder, not even that, a low-tier card. You have him lose every which way. When Scarlett Bordeaux and him, when he first came into NXT, this was like 10 years ago, you had him come in as a fresh name, and he came in and he was dominating, and then he won the NXT belt, and then you brought him in as this gimp guy, latex gimp, with Scarlett Bordeaux being a goddess, and it failed. And then he went on the indie scene and he was better. Then you brought him back and you have done nothing outside of some shoot interviews that are like, I was like, yeah, okay, I can get behind this, kind of like R-Truth. And then all of a sudden you have put him back into this vortex of lose. And then you had him lose to Sami Zayn multiple times. And we keep pushing this Sami Zayn narrative. Like, I get it's one of Triple H's favorite people, but it's not been working. And the way Paul Heyman, like, goes on these, like, tangents about, oh, well, he's going to be the next Stone Cold. You will see he's the future. And it's like, bro, you've lost the plot. What drugs are you on? What are you talking about? Then talking about like how WWE, it's like, what? I think you've lost the plot. I think you are so like, there's something wrong. You're insane if you think that your product is the best all. Yes, the ticket sales and whatnot, of course. Okay, cool. All right, great. But your product is starting to tail off. It's starting to fizzle. People, you had to basically sell like. I love how they say they sell out SummerSlam, but for a while there, they were getting desperate. They were lowering tickets just to get people to go through the door. That 50,000, a quarter of that, they were trying to sell it out at MetLife. There's articles coming out that they were really desperate. They weren't selling the tickets as they once were. I'll tell you why. The more you keep nickeling and diming the fucking consumer, the more you keep saying, well, Janelle Grant shit, oh, fuck all that. She's a loser. It just rubs people the wrong way. And this narrative that's going on right now in WWE is unreal to me. They are tone deaf. They have lost the plot. They're insane. Like, Triple H is acting like, oh, the fans don't recognize. The fans don't. I know what's good for the fans. If you fucking don't know shit. These guys, they don't like to hear their own shit. They are so tone deaf, bro. AJ Styles has got 2 years left in his career, he said. I think AJ Styles got more like 5. I think when it's all said and done, AJ Styles retires officially in AEW or somewhere else. I think he renewed with WWE to see what they do. I don't think in a year from now, I don't think he renews with WWE. I just don't. Look at the way they're treating him. They're treating him like he's an afterthought. And this guy is a fucking legend. You're bringing in Brock Lesnar, and you're literally burying John Cena, where John Cena should be put up on a mantle on WWE for the amount of shit that this guy has done for your company. You know, you treated Edge like shit before he left. You have treated most of your wrestlers like shit. You don't bring up youth. And he doesn't even talk about, and this is the sad part, he's not talking about a Trick Williams. He's not talking about Joe Henry. He's not talking about Carmelo Hayes. He's not talking about the young youth. Not. Or Iguana or any of these people. He's talking about Brock fucking Lesnar. What have you done for me lately? And when Brock Lesnar was there, what was he doing that was so fucking great? What makes Brock Lesnar so great outside of, so far, these scandals and derailing future talents? Brock Lesnar, literally, I just don't get it. And then we got Braun Breaker sitting in purgatory under this vision. They did a bad thing with Seth Rollins and the whole fake injury shit. Becky Lynch is holding back the Intercontinental Division. We got Nikki Bella coming back. Do we need Nikki Bella back? You have plenty of young talent that you could build around. WWE could be a 5-star women's division. They just digress, bro. Like, look at what they've done with Jade Cargill. They have botched that. They have lost the plot. And then you got Paul fucking Heyman sitting back, the guy, the one that literally bled ECW into the ground to sell to Vince McMahon, losing the plot. Not getting it. Not understanding. And telling you basically, this is what fans want. Because they're paying for it. Numbers show. Yeah, fans are stupid. Obviously. Fans are willing to pay car payments and car notes to go to your shows, which is unacceptable to me. You got people like Randy Orton going, I don't know about this, Chief. Hundreds and thousands of dollars and people paying for it and taking out mortgages for this shit. I mean, come on. What Paul Heyman said at the end of the day, I know this video is going to be a little long, but what Paul Heyman said was just undeplorable to me. It's disgusting. It's like he's lost the plot. He's Looney Tunes. Like, I get why you have big commentator channels that are saying, I may be done with WWE if this is the way they're going. They are going more for money than giving what the fans want. And now it's apparent R-Truth was just brought back as a circus act. And John Cena, fuck his retirement. That's what basically I'm getting the understanding. And I'm getting the understanding that WWE just scripts things and they're going to go the way they want to go, not the way the fans want, them to go. And I just don't know what else to say. I mean, if this makes me a WWE hater, then so be it. No, I want WWE to succeed, but I want the fans to enjoy the product. I want to enjoy the product. I honestly want everything to be great in WWE. I want everybody to enjoy the show, and I want to be able to go to sit down and get a hot dog and a beverage and don't feel like I'm paying for a Tesla to sit down. I mean, is that hard to ask? And for Paul Heyman to sit there and go blah blah this and blah blah that and blah blah this and blah blah that, it's like, dude, fuck off. Bro, you are tone deaf. You are making a multi-million-dollar check per year, and you're part of creative, and you're sitting here and saying we have procedures. I don't care about your procedures. What are you doing to, book youth? What are you doing to make your product better? What are you doing to stand out? WWE used to be a standout product that you came to watch, you came to love, you came to every week. When it was the Attitude Era, I would literally go, oh my God, what is Stone Cold going to do next week? Oh, what is The Rock going to do next week? What is this person going to do next week? Now I'm going, oh, Cody Rhodes just won the title for the 1,000th time. Like, who gives a shit? Oh, John Cena. Oh, wow. They buried him. They fucking buried him. AJ Styles, they fucking buried him. They make Dominic Mysterio look stupid any chance they get. The Judgment Day, it's not even a power group anymore. It's more of they're just there. The LWO, legendary in WCW, have been nothing. Iguana looks like a circus act. All these AAA guys, you noticed? They're making them look like corny R-Truth characters when R-Truth was winning the 24/7 title. R-Truth made that title, by the way, but was very, very much corny. And also, if you didn't listen, Jon Moxley spoke on WWE and said he's still not going back because of all the bullshit. He even said if Triple H is running the company, still no, because booking sucks. They don't know how to book a beginning, middle, and end. And Jon Moxley shouldn't be talking because his Death Rider storyline was pretty garbage in the tubes and long in the tubes. And I'm glad they're kind of shifting away from that and kind of making Jon Moxley back to what Jon Moxley was, which is kind of best for business. They should have. They hit the reset switch with that. They needed to, AEW. By the way, I want to make this very, very, very clear on all aspects. I'm just annoyed with WWE's byproduct, and I'm annoyed with people constantly justifying the garbage. I'm sick and tired of hearing how great Brock Lesnar is because you got a fandom, but you don't want to see the politicking and the things around it. You just want to see the fan, and what it does is it hurts people like me that really care about the product because we end up getting shafted. People don't realize the more you keep the fanerisms and shit to happen, the more WWE's going to go, we don't give a fuck. We could charge whatever because your fandom takes precedent over being real, taking a breath and going, oh, okay, maybe we need to, reevaluate this shit. You know what I mean? And, it's just WWE's become less about fans, more about boardrooms, more about shareholders. And that's the truth. That's been the truth. When you have Paul Heyman going on air, you have Triple H kind of just going, it just doesn't make your company look good. And I don't know what to find brighter sides in things right now. Like the brighter side is, I'm happy that TNA is getting a network deal with CW or A&E. And their shows are going to be on TV live, and they're going to get a big payday. But at what cost? What, for them just to be another WWE light? Take a look at Evolve. They've skinned that and made that into a shell of what it used to be. They've done the same with AAA. Now AAA is going to be under the NXT brand, like I told you. And I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't turn that into NXT Mexico and made that into a separate brand within the NXT universe. And then make it out to be Triple H rebranded. Like, you got to give this to Triple H and their booking. They just don't give a shit. They what they want to do is they want to just milk anything they can find and not give a shit. That's that. That's all I got to really say. WWE is a shell of themselves. Hopefully they pop out of what this is, this rut, and they figure it out. I don't think they're going to figure it out. I think they're treating this like what UFC is and TKO and RD Emanuel, and they're money hungry and they'll do anything to make money, and they'll have their people say whatever they need to say on the air, and that's okay, cool, more power. But it's gonna come to a point to where either I'm gonna be priced out on watching WWE product, or it's just gonna be I've been here, done this. I did this with Vince McMahon, and I stopped watching for a good 3 years. I stopped watching because it just was brain cell leaking and brain cell losing, and I just fell out of love with wrestling because it just wasn't fun. How many more times can I see John Cena and Brock Lesnar? How many more times can I see the New Day winning? How many more times could I see the Usos winning back then? How many more times did I need to see Charlotte win and hold a title? And it just wasn't fun. And then it was at the time when the Authority was happening. I didn't like it. It was boring. It was dog shit. And I walked away and I was done. Like, it just wasn't fun. It was boring. Crowd was dead. That's what's happening now. Right now, because of all the glitz and glamour and all the deals they're making, they put facades on things. But it is going to come to where Triple H is going to be in that Vince McMahon booking purgatory. And it's coming. And be prepared. And be prepared for Triple H to push his favorites before youth, before anything else. And we're just going to have to stomach it. And you're seeing it now 2.0. I'm calling this Vince McMahon 2.0 because Triple H is doing this. And I'm sorry. If you don't like my comments or my opinions, you think I'm a hater? No, I like WWE, but I don't like what they're currently doing. It's anti-fan. It's anti-consumer. It's like, give us actual storylines. Give us a reason to, cheer on Cody. Give me a reason, but you're not. And when you have Cena coming out and basically saying that he asked WWE, right? He asked to have that title stay on until he retired. He wanted to do what Sting did and just put his boots and everything in the ring. You do the opposite of that. And that's terrible to me. The guy that gave you everything, you're treating like shit. And I'm sorry. And he honestly came out and basically said he had music and things in place, but WWE didn't want him doing it. I'm sorry, but I think John Cena should have had more grace than that. And I think, AJ Styles getting the same treatment. Like, WWE doesn't care about legacies. They care more about money. They care about how much they can milk the product. And it's unfortunate. And I get why Sting now didn't re-sign with WWE and went with AEW. And look at the quality. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say one company's better, but look at how they retired Sting in comparison to fucking what they're doing with John Cena, man. It's insane. It's insane. This company's lost the plot. I'm just saying. My name's Trev Sauce Knight. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.